You mentioned Howard. I think your friendship and mutual respect between the two of you guys is really, really cool. It's inspiring, man. And the fact that you guys came together for the Signal Fire for that track was so cool. Has it always been that way with you and Howard? Were you always open to that friendship?
I mean, honestly, no, because we didn't really know each other. We knew each other in passing. There was a mutual respect for each other. You know, I'd played shows with him since 95, 96. He was in a band called Driven. I was in a band called Corinne, and he went on to do Blood Has Been Shed. So I've always admired him. And in passing, we're always kind to each other and like, hey, like quick conversations. But as far as like an actual friendship, that didn't happen. I didn't really know him like that. So with all of the stuff that was going on between Howard and the band, in the first couple of years I came back to the band, there was a lot of unresolved things between them. So it didn't really open the door for me to getting to know this guy better. But as things were squashed, and I respect all of those guys for keeping their dirty laundry outside of the, you know, media and not talking about it and solving it on their own as friends, which was brilliant. Once that happened, and once my sort of insecurities of like having to fill these shoes of this vocalist who is on paper a pretty flawless vocalist. He's incredible. He's one of the best in our genre. And in the metal world, he's just got this billowing, beautiful voice. And for me having to fill those shoes in, it took me a while to sort of get over my insecurities. And during those first few years where I'm insecure, the last thing I'm going to do is reach out to a guy that I'm insecure about and that there's still kind of weird blood. So once all that was taken care of, then it was like, oh, Howard's going to come out to a show. I was like, oh, wow. This guy's going to stand side stage and watch me butcher his songs in my mind, you know, like, and he actually told me I did a good job. And I had a moment with him. We were sitting on the couch in the dressing room and I just was like, you know, in so many words, like, tell me about you, dude. I can tell you what I've been through. Tell me what you've been through. And it led to us going onto the tour bus into the late night hours and really just being able to tell him what I thought of his vocals and thanking him for carrying the torch while I was gone and telling him how difficult it's been to fill his shoes, and then him giving me anecdotes about when he had to sing and be that person during the Alive and Just Breathing era. Led to a lot of laughter. It led to moments where the two of us were being self-deprecating in front of each other. And then there was a lot of jokes between the band and him. And it just felt like all of the bullshit was gone. And that opened the doors to eventually years later, me inviting him on stage, opening for Iron Maiden in England, London, England, at a very massive venue. And me saying to him, hey, you know, why don't you jump on stage and do In a Heartache by yourself? Just show the fans that you're here and like, let's do this. And that's kind of when things started to click in my mind, like, we got to have a collaboration at some point.
Is there a particular song of Howard you like performing live the most?
Arms of Sorrow.
Oh, great song. Very cool.
I mean, that's the song that sold me, that I could embody what he was saying lyrically. And then just sonically, it's one of the more interesting songs from that era.
Yeah.
If you listen to what the guitars are doing, it's really cool. It's not traditional metal.
No. How do you feel about Adam working with Howard again? Have you heard any of it?
No, I haven't, purposely.
Oh, have you really?
Purposely, yeah. I want to hear the finished product when it's done and he's happy. And I'm curious because I know the way Adam thinks, and I have a feeling that it's probably going to be really heavy. Because I remember Adam hearing, you know, Devil You Know and Light the Torch and going, it's good, but I wish it was heavier. So I have a feeling that Burn Eternal is probably going to be very heavy, which I'm stoked on.
And of course, he and you and he had both mentioned that I'm working on Serpentine Dominion again. Are you going to be involved in that second album, the writing or anything at all?
I haven't been asked, but I would absolutely give lyrics. Absolutely. It's fun for me because it's dark. It's like, it's nice for me to not have to worry about weaving in a positive message. I can just dwell in the darkness with that project. It's fun. I really enjoyed writing it, and I would absolutely do it again. But you know, I'm not holding my breath on it. If they decide to go another route, cool, totally respect it. You know, sometimes you got to mix things up.
Loaded Radio.